What is magic? Some people see it as a trick, sleight of hand, a deception to their eyes which they cannot yet understand. Others witness a miracle, a spectacle, a tremor of the very foundation of reality. But in this century, if everyone knows it's a trick, why do people still find magic captivating? The idea of magic has been around for centuries. Throughout history, mysticism has existed in the form of wizards, witches, shamans, and ancient beings. Even now, some magicians use the idea of sorcery or the devil's power to help bring about a story to their magic.
Introduce all of you to my spirit energy Desmond. Okay. Including you, Heidi. But I need you all to be open to it. Are you open to meeting Desmond? Good.
Soon, magic became something of an entertainment phenomenon, and while there are many magicians to be credited for that reason, one magician in particular popularized that performance, Harry Houdini. Harry's name continues to be a stronghold for magic, representing so much of that art. Houdini, with his escape acts and popular magic tricks, continues to influence the modern populace. In the 21st century, magic has been widely popularized by magicians such as David Blaine and Chris Angel. David Blaine has impressed passerbys to celebrities with his magic, becoming a name associated with one word: disturbing.
No way! Oh, you!
But one question remains: why is something like magic important to the 21st century? If all it takes is a Google search to make a miracle a trick, what's the point? To answer that question, one has to find the magic hub in the world, the Magic Castle in Los Angeles.
My name is Ben Roman, and I'm the Special Events Manager here at the Magic Castle. I am a non-magician member. I'm what people would call a muggle. In our world, we call it an associate member. That means that we are lovers and supporters of the art of magic, but we actually don't know any of the secrets that magicians use to fool us. One of the main reasons, and there's many reasons why people come to the Magic Castle, even though they know that magic may not be real or they sincerely believe magic is not real, that is a trick, is because the Magic Castle and magic in general is an escape. We're lucky, there's lots of magicians all over the world, but we're the mecca of magic when it comes to magic clubs on the entire planet. There are great magic clubs around the globe, but we are the one that everyone would agree is the central point, the capital of magic. And so we have the best of the best magicians. When you have the best of the best magicians, they're the best of the best at distracting you from the real world, from distracting you from your problems, distracting you from whatever may be weighing on your mind that kind of gives you the real life pressures. We allow you to escape from that for a night, for a day, for a couple of hours, where you come in and all of that's gone, and we kind of take you back to that raw, innocent, awe-inspiring, childlike place that very few places can do. You know, you can go to the movies and, you know, you might see a good movie that distracts you kind of for a second. And then every once in a while you see an amazing movie, and it's amazing because it totally sucks you into their world and takes you out of your world and magically brings you to a place. And magic does that. And at the Magic Castle, we have the best people that do that for you.
Hey, my name is Wes Matheson, and I'm a magician from Long Beach, California. I started doing magic when I was about 12 years old. I'm 22 now, so that's been 10 years or so. But I kind of took a break during high school. I didn't do any magic during high school because it was high school. What got me into magic? I was 12 years old, and my friend's mom took me to a little hole-in-the-wall magic shop, and it was called Presto's Magic Shop. I walked in the door, and there's two old men that ran the shop, and they're both smoking cigars. And the whole place just reeked of cigar smoke. It was kind of cool. And I walked in, and the guy, he showed me a trick. He took a playing card, and he put a match on top of it, and then the match just floated above the card. And I about lost my mind. I was 12 years old, and I just thought, like, there's no way that that's possible. Like, no one can do that, but he just did it, so it's possible. And that's when I thought, well, I need to do that. The thing I love about magic, I guess, would be, it's kind of, for like myself on a personal level, it's kind of calming sometimes to just, sit in my room and shuffle cards or, practice a move. It sounds kind of dorky, but, it's kind of calming and relaxing. But then on the flip side of that, I love being out and doing shows and performing for people. And I love it when people they can't wrap their mind around what they just saw. And it's almost like they try to convince me that what I just did shouldn't have happened. They'll be like, no, you can't, that I saw that you couldn't, and the way it happened, and you can't do that. And it's like, well, I did. I think people love to see magic shows and still choose to be entertained that way because they know it's something they can't explain. And we live in this world where we have to explain everything, and we think that everything has to have this solution and an answer and like a direct path. But a magic show destroys all of those concepts and the mindset of rationality. And I think on some level people really enjoy that. It kind of takes them away from the reality of the world. Maybe you see something happen on stage or up close, and someone does something, a magic trick right in front of your face, and you think like that's impossible. Like, there's no way that could happen. And then it kind of puts that idea in your head of like, well, what else have I said is impossible that maybe isn't impossible? And so I think in a sense magic kind of inspires people because we see something that shouldn't happen, but it does happen, and so then we can say to ourselves, well, okay, what about that other thing in my life that I think is impossible? Maybe I can do it. So magic is kind of inspirational in that sense. Yeah, magic is so important in the 21st century because it kind of shows us that we don't know it all. Like, we really don't. And a lot of people, especially in my generation and the younger generations, they think they know it all. I talked to a kid once, and they were like, I've never been to the library. Because why would they? Like, they have Google. They have all these things. They have endless information right at their fingertips. And magic is a way that says you don't know it all. And there's still a bunch of curiosity and wonder and mystery in the world. And I think that's super important to remember and keep in mind because we don't know it all. Everyone's trying to figure it out.
So what is magic? Is it still a trick, sleight of hand, a deception to the eyes? Could it be a miracle, a spectacle, a tremor of reality? In truth, it's both. It's a miracle and a trick, sleight of hand with a spectacle. In the world of information, magic creates a moment where it strips down all the context in your brain, every fiber of knowledge, to create one moment of pure awe. Maybe you don't believe me. I'll show you. Don't worry. All it takes is one word to make the impossible possible. 3, 2, 1. Abracadabra.